Hello viewers. Well, today's Saturday morning. It's a little bit rainy and horrible. So I thought some time ago I went to boarding school years ago for 5 years. I come from the country, so I went to boarding school out in the city, in the city. And it's quite a historic sort of place. One of the first places, just getting out in the traffic here. One of the first places, one of the first churches and buildings built in Perth back in the when it was settled. So it stopped being a boarding school some time ago. So I decided to see if I could go and film what it was like now compared to what it was like when I was there. So that's what I'm doing. It's owned by the Anglican Church. Owned by the Anglican Church. So it took a little bit to get permission to go in there and film it, but got that. So hopefully we'll meet up with the caretaker when I get there, and we'll do a bit of filming. So I will see you guys there. So here I am at Swanleigh, and we're just going to do a walk around and have a look at what it's like now compared to what it might have been like back in the day. So yeah, let's get in there and see what it's like. So the front of the building hasn't changed very much. The main administration building. Now we're going to walk inside and just have a look through the inside of the buildings. So this is the entrance. Remember that staircase? I think that went up to Robinson House. And then to the left is the original library doors. And after walking through and turning right, half of this used to be I can't remember what half of the room, but this other half over here was part of Ferguson dorms. And they've taken all the rooms out, and it's just become one giant room. If I swing around to the left, you'll see that. And through these doors this was the original Ferguson dormitory. The door in the hallway was there. And this used to be all rooms. I think my room was this one here, either the second or the third window down. And as you can see now, it's just all rooms, just all one giant room. So looking from this angle, this is the main common room. If you remember, there used to be a table tennis table there. That used to be an entrance to Ferguson dorm. which is now that large room. And this was also an entrance to Ferguson Dorm. And this used to be the main entrance into the whole dormitory. That in there used to be the showers and bathrooms and sinks. That's all closed off now, so it doesn't look like you can get in there. And this also here is closed off behind this whiteboard, and that used to be the laundry. We used to pick up your laundry. So this staircase used to go up to Sundercombe and Robinson House. That's now locked off. This is now there's an archiving operation going on up there, so you can't go up there. Lots of Anglican Diocese of Perth archives are up there. So we're just going to head up these stairs, up the Robinson House stairs. Up the top of here used to be where the head boy's room was, and deputy from memory. I think you can still get up here. So there's the stairs for Robinson, and then in here this dorm has been transformed into one giant room. And this balcony here, I'm sure this used to be dorms, and that balcony was filled in, but now it's closed off and it's back to being a balcony. And over here, this door that used to get access to this area is now closed off, and I think the archiving operation's behind that door. And behind these doors, that used to be the head boy and deputy head boy's room from memory. And in here, I think, was the TV room. I don't know if this is open. Yep. So this used to be the TV room for Robinson House. And that's the entry to Mr. Stoll's office. Richard Stoll. So this is walking from the front entrance to the left, which was once the library, which is now a boardroom with artwork. So from walking from the library, if any of the nerds remember, this was the computer room with the 128 microbeads. It's now an office. And these along the left were homework rooms or quiet rooms. So up this staircase, I can't remember what was up here, but this is on the outside edge of Robinson House. So now I remember what this is. This is the residence of the staff. It's all gutted. So on a Sunday we used to have to go to church, and I remember walking down here and down this path out towards the church. This room here used to be where the telephone was, and in the very early days it used to be where you got your snacks and things for the movies that would happen on a Saturday night. Used to have a payphone in there back in those days. This is the front entry to Brown House, swinging around to what is the back of Robinson House. So this is heading into Brown House. The upstairs of Brown House is off limits, but the bottom here is accessible. Doesn't look like there's been too much going on in here for a while. There's a few blasts from the past. 1988, the year that I left. So this is the showers, and that used to be the sinks, and the toilets entry is there. I won't bother going in there. And this used to be the showers, and now they have partitions, but back in the day that was just all open. And that used to be the door coming in from basically the front entrance. And now there's a door over here that goes into Brown House, but this is all under construction. So this is a room that looks like it was dorms. It has the partitions in the floor. Around to the front. And then if we continue in here, this was the stairs that went up. The very steep stairs that went up to the top of Brown House, and that's closed off. And then this was the hallway, and it's pretty dark in here. This was the hallway that went between the big area at the bottom of Ferguson and Sundercombe to Brown House. And then that used to be where don't know if that's too dark, but that used to be where the phone was. And then further down here, it's all dark and closed off, was the Year 12 common room. And then that door there also goes through to the Year 12 common room. So for anybody that used to play basketball, this used to be the undercover basketball area. It's now been demolished. This is the back of the shower and toilet block. Swing around to where the laundry used to be, and that seems to have gone as well. And that is the back of Brown House. And over here used to be what is the front door to a cellar. And under there is some sort of cellar. And this was, I think, one of the entries to Brown House, but I can't remember if that was ever used. That's the door to the cellar. I guess that's locked. That's the shower block, and this is a new building. So this is the cellar at the back of Brown House, and I've never been in here, but the caretaker is going to let me in for a look. So let's go. There's lights down here. I wonder what they used to use this for at any time. You wonder what these holes in that were. Well, check out this. It's a projector or something. I wonder what that is. Does it say 1953?
Yeah.
1953. So there's a 1957. W. Hopkins, 1957. Yeah, Lynn's. There's some history. Let's see, 1944.
Oh, yeah.
1944. So, I wonder what that machine is. So this is an old projector down in this cellar. $1951. What's that? 45 to 59. Peterkins.
Chester.
Oh, look at this stuff. Ah, so what's all... Oh, there's film. So there's film right there, and film canisters. So that is a projector. I don't know what these are. Oh, they're...
That looks like another...
That's a light. Is that the carbon arc lights for the...
Goes on top.
For the projector? Hurricane lamps. Let's have a look at this stuff. Yeah, there's a giant light in there. So that's a light for the projector. Keystone projector. So what film you reckon that is?
Oh, I wonder.
Oh Jesus, she's pretty fragile. Looks like it's just about all disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh no, in there you could just about see something. I wonder if that's like just a movie or you know, something taken from around here.
Yeah, I wonder. Surveying or...
You'd have to say they're probably movies. They're on 35mm film, which is movie format. What do you reckon's in his chest? Pandora's box. Oh, we're not going to get that open anytime soon.
No.
Amazing. That's the lens from the... It's a lens from the projector. I wonder what these things are, you reckon? Oh, let's have a look. You reckon it's the light? I reckon that's like a carbon arc light that they used to use, I think, but I don't know. I'm sure someone will be able to tell me. Amazing stuff. Okay. We better get out of here. So that used to be the shelter for the buses. Swing around to the workshop. There used to be a gym behind that roller door. And then I think that used to be a residence for the dorm masters. Just walking down the back, this here is a new building. That used to be the toilet block, the old toilet block. Here's the shower block that's behind there. And this is coming up to the back main entrance to the boarding houses. And then looking down to the kitchen. So a fair bit's changed around here over the years. And then there's another new building on the other side of the kitchen that was I think that's the new dining room, and that was just the edge of the oval. We used to kick the footy around about where that building was when we were waiting for dinner and breakfast and things like that. So that's looking back at the boys' dorms and the admin building and the front entrance through to Margray's kitchen, and storeroom was behind there. And if anybody was like me, then got in a bit of trouble, there used to be a little building here that used to house potatoes and those sorts of vegetables, and we used to have to peel them if we got into trouble. Now they've put some landscaping in to make it look a bit better. And then walking down the back here to the pool. The big paper bark's still there. There used to be a table under that paper bark, and the pool is still the same, just has a new fence and some shade. It looks like the diving board has gone. And then looking down the oval, now they've got some string lines, rope lines and things down there, but it used to be the cricket oval. This is looking from the pool. That was the original kitchen and dining room to the hallway. And looking left, that used to be where the medical doctors used to come in, doctors and nurses if you were sick, and then over towards what would be in the Huddleston House area. And then down the lane that took you down behind all the girls' houses. And this is the kitchen and the dining room. So that end of the dining hall used to be where the boys would go in, and this entrance, which I'm going to use, is where the girls used to go in. So as you can see now, it's very empty. And it's some sort of conference centre. That's where the high table used to be. And through here, it looks like they've put in partitions and offices and made this part of it offices that wasn't here before. That used to be the entrance to the staff dining, and that used to be the entrance to the kitchen where you used to take your go and get your meal. They're all blocked off. And if anyone remembers Brothers and Sisters after dinner, that used to take place out here. And this is the hall where you used to have movies and meetings and different activities. So this is the hall looking from the stage. Used to have a Dexian right at the back. Around to the stage. So this is a new dining room. It takes over from the dining room that is to the left. There's the old paper bark from the pool. There's the pool, the diving board's gone. Looking out down the oval towards where Cornwall House used to be for the first years. Just walking down the road that used to go behind the girls' houses and down to the drift-in. So this used to be the drift-in cafeteria sort of thing. Now it's called the Sports Centre. And the water fountain's still here. It's the same one. And then looking out onto the oval where we used to play football, down to the tennis courts. So here's a view from the forward pocket. Might have even taken a shot or two from here at the football goals. The drift-ins to the right. The tennis courts around to the left. So this is down the other end of the oval. This is the netball courts, or what's left of them. Doesn't look like they're that well maintained. And this was the tennis courts, and you can still see the hit-up wall standing, but now they use it as a car park. And this is walking out towards the Pony Club. So this is looking out towards the Pony Club paddocks. Okay, it's a pretty wet and wild day today, so I'm just trying to keep out of the rain, but I'm going to walk down the back to the main office down the back of what is the girls' houses. I'm not going to go in any of them, just going to walk down the back here on the way back. Hopefully don't get too wet. So this path would have been the original path, I guess. It would have been there for quite a while. These houses have new names now. Seems that most of them have different names. It's called Borry Baronia on the left. I can't remember what they were actually called originally. I know there was Lee Steer and Hamilton, but I can't remember what they are, which ones were which. The bus shelter into the workshop. And this used to be a residence. I think it was Ronald McDonald's residence. So I'm walking down to Cornwall House. It's raining and I'm trying not to get too wet, but Cornwall House is basically derelict and they don't let you get in there. They've fenced it off. So it's been raining. I just waited for a bit of a lull in the rain and we'll duck down quickly and get a quick bit of footage and then head off. Okay, so here's the fence. So that used to be the shoe shining area with a laundry on the end there, and as we walk along we'll come to the front door, and over on the left that's where you used to go and cross the river to go to dinner and go over to the main section. Still got the markings on there. So this is the front door, and that used to be, see if I can get up high enough, that used to be the I think like the front room. It wasn't a dorm, and there was a TV over to the right there. That was the front to where when I was here Mr. and Mrs. Guest used to live. And over here, and this is the part that fell down, was one of the dorms to the left there. And on the other side of this now is actually a school. And this is going along the back of Cornwall. And I don't remember really out the back here, but and around here is an exit that I also don't remember. And this is the roof. You see up there, the roof's caved in. And that's the roof that's caved in of that dorm. Okay, so we're going to get out the rain and get out of here. Okay guys, it is very wet out there and all my gear and myself is soaking wet, so hope that's been of interest and hope you got something out of it. So bit of nostalgia from the old days. I'll catch you next time.